So today we're going to do a reading on ancestors and connecting with them and healing them. So the majority of the readings I do, especially the reading I sell on Etsy, are about finding your ancestors, healing your ancestral trauma, figuring out what kind of messages they have, as well as doing readings on same type of reading except with your spirit guides. I do readings on passed over loved ones. I have a couple of astro offerings such as birth chart analysis and astrocartography map or chart analysis as well. I do that. So, and I also have, if you want to do like a general reading or a no contact love reading, I also have those on my Etsy shop. So let's go ahead and get moving with today's reading, which is about ancestors, which is connecting and healing with your ancestors. So we're going to look at how your ancestors play a role in your current life. Wow. Okay, look, we have the Six of Wands, success, recognition, but we have the Nine of Swords. This could represent a fear of public speaking, like fear of being on stage, fear of recognition. Could represent a fear of success, which is an actual thing. A lot of people have a fear of success because success means responsibility. You have to watch your P's and Q's, right? But let's get clarity on how ancestors play a role. Can you clarify the Six of Wands and Nine of Swords, please? Wow, look, the Death card. Something ending so that something can begin again. So I really feel like your ancestors play a role by helping you kind of get over this fear of, again, take it how it resonates, fear of success, fear of public speaking, fear of, this could represent, the follower dynamic, fear of that. You know, like let's say, for example, you're in class and you get the highest score. For the teacher says, say, Bobby got the highest score in class. And everybody is like looking at you and you're like, you just want to crawl under a rock. That kind of, that's embarrassing. But you know what I mean? Because I feel like they're present in your life to help you get over whatever this fear is. We're going to look at a skill that you have from your ancestor. What skill has my collective inherited from their ancestors? We have the Seven of Cups reversed. Seven of Cups reversed is really about wanting to search for your purpose, but not being able to. However, in this context, this gives me a sense of freedom. This gives me a sense of walking away, not really searching for your purpose, instead saying, you know what? I am a free agent. I'm going to let the wind carry me. That's kind of what this gives me, because the Seven of Cups reverse is about searching for a purpose and not being able to find one. That's freedom, right? I feel like the skill you have is the ability to walk away, to freely walk away from what you are meant to do. It's almost like having that internal freedom to be able to just walk away. Thank you, my love. Beautiful. So to me, it's freedom. It's a very freeing energy. But let's clarify the Seven of Cups reversed. We have two. The Hierophant. Interesting with the conservative energy, right? Walking away from what is expected of you. Again, with the Seven of Cups reversed, that freedom of walking away of what is expected of you. And we have the King of Cups. King of Cups represents a balance between your head and your heart, right? So this walking away isn't pure logic, and it's not pure like heart-centered. It's like, I've really thought about this. I've thought about this from the logical side. I've thought about this from my heart side. And this is what I'm meant to do. I can do it, so I will, right? So we're going to look at a trait that you've inherited. Wow, resilience. The ability to continue to get back up after being knocked down. Because I feel with this, it could be, I really feel like this connection between the skill and what your ancestors are here to help you with. This ability, because we're talking about success and recognition and possibly the fear, the fact that it gives you anxiety and needing to get over it. But I also feel like with this trait that you've inherited from your ancestors, it gives you the ability to make the excuses and make the reasons why you avoid the public side. You know what I mean? Like take that how it resonates. But yeah, this resilience, right? Getting knocked down, but continuing to get back up regardless. Can you clarify, please? Look, the Four of Swords. To me, the Four of Swords is taking a time out. It's taking a break. Because the Four of Swords follows the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. And the Four of Swords is that time after heartbreak or grief or loss that you just take some time to yourself and just allow yourself to feel the feelings, right? So I feel like this, you have the ability, the trait you've received is resilience and the ability to work through things the way that you need to. But I feel like with this fear of recognition or success, there's some kind of blockage there. And that's where the Death card comes in, about they're needing, before you can move forward from that, you need to be able to get over that fear. But with the Seven of Cups reversed, this ability to move away from what you're meant to do, I feel like that could be a detriment because you're able to move away, right? You're able to say, I'm fine where I'm at in my little hidey hole, right? Let's move on to an ancestral lesson that you carry. To me, this has to do with shadow work. So let's find out what trauma you carry with you in your ancestral line. Actually have two pieces. We have the prison. Prison of regret. The past cannot be rewritten, but your future is still yours to create. Right? Prison of regret in regards to being stuck in that past trauma with those regrets. You know, it could be a prison of guilt as well. We also have the weight of trauma. Stored trauma can create tension, fatigue, and pain. Healing requires releasing, not ignoring. And again, we do have that fear or anxiety when it comes to being in the public eye, recognition, even compliments, right? Having a hard time with that. How you can deepen your connection to your ancestors. Let's find out, how can my collective deepen their connection to their ancestors? Wow, we have getting justice for yourself, fairness, right? We have resilience, something that you've inherited, resilience, right? You can, stay on your feet and stay standing. How you can deepen your connection is getting justice for yourself, right? That fairness. We have the prison of regret and guilt here. Okay, that's injustice. Whether you feel it's towards yourself or to someone else, it's going to be important to connect with your ancestors by allowing yourself to get that justice. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, a decision. This is balancing a decision. Again, this decision to be able to move through this trauma, move through this pain. Okay, with the Seven of Cups, with the skill you have of avoidance, you're easily able to avoid what is expected of you. And that could affect this decision, right? But with the Two of Pentacles is about balancing the decision carefully, the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. We also have the moon. The moon's illusion, right? This could be deluding yourself into thinking that it's okay to stay in this anxiety, and it's not. That's injustice towards you. So how you can deepen your connection to your ancestors is to get really clear with yourself, really honest with yourself. Weigh the pros and cons of being able to heal and get past all of this negative energy. And as well, get justice for yourself. Get justice for yourself, justice for your ancestors, right? Especially in the realm of this shadow work that's been carried down the line. And now we have a message from your ancestors. So I think a message from your ancestors, we are going to go with, we're going to get some messages here. I'm going to get a couple of messages from my collective's ancestors. Okay, I have, if you find yourself constantly seeing recurring numbers or words, it's a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by us in the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. Yes. So that's going to be really important, getting, if you see recurring numbers, angel numbers, or words, to know that you're supported by your ancestors, by your spirit guides, by your spiritual team. Okay? I feel like if you can move through all of this, beautiful things are going to come for you. And we also have comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame and continues to separate you from your blessings. Guilt and shame, right? Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing. Your time will come. Again, this has to do with moving through all of this negative energy. So that was my reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, like, comment, subscribe, share if you feel like someone needs to see this. All of my readings are available in the description in my Etsy shop. As well, my email address there. If you would rather do it that way, you can email me and we can book a reading through there if you wish. So that being said, all of my info is in the description. Thank you so much. Also, I do have a TikTok account where I go live 5 nights a week. Typically Friday through Tuesday, I do lives from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to connect with me directly live, you can do it there. Again, that being said, I wish nothing but the best for you. I wish nothing but the best for your healing. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you on Friday.